This is a review of the G.SKILL gaming mouse model Ripjaws MX780. Inside the box, you'll find a warranty guide and a Ripjaws manual. That manual is in multiple languages and there's only a couple pages in English. So make sure that you go to the website, which I'll show later in the video, and download the additional user guide and also the software. In addition, you'll find the mouse itself. The mouse comes with a 1.8 meter long braided cable, USB cable. That cable is gold plated and it's about 75 inches long. You'll see here these left and right glides here. They kind of hang off the edges. That's so that if you have a big hand, you can rest your hand on that, for example, and not drag on the mouse pad. If you don't like those easily come off and you can replace them with those other side pieces here. So you get your choice of whether you want these flaps or no flaps. You can also add in two weights, one on each side. It's 4.5 kilograms. And that 4.5 kilogram weight just fits into place. And I'll show where that goes later on. In addition, this is called a palm rest. This is a tool here that you can use to adjust that and raise and lower it to fit your ergonomics. If you look at this, you can see here these side pieces, they're held on magnetically. You can see here there's two magnets, one here and one here. I'm going to take this one off and put this other one on. And you can see that it snaps right in place. And now you can see the difference. Here you have that flap where you can rest your hand on. And over here it's gone. So it depends which one you like. I like the flap, so that's the way I'm going to leave it on. So I'm going to use the original ones. In addition, when you take these off, you'll notice underneath of it that you have these round slots here. This is where these weights go in place, just to add a little bit more mass and weight to the mouse. It depends on your gaming style and what you like and how you want to play the game. I'm going to go back and put in the original cover. And then I'm going to come over here and put the weight on this side because I like the weights in there. To me, they feel fine. And I got a big hand. It just feels more comfortable in my hand. This is what I would call a large size mouse. It fits comfortably in my hands and I have a big hand. So I wanted to point that out. Here on the bottom you can see this plate is made of aluminum, nice and smooth. There's a high quality, high precision laser built into the mouse. And these are PTFE or Teflon glides. So this thing glides really smoothly on your mouse pad. This here is the adjustment for the palm rest. This tool that I pointed out earlier fits in there. You can put this in there and adjust it. And this palm rest can be adjusted up or down so that it fits the shape of your hand. You can see it coming up now. It's a nice adjustment. This mouse contains 8 different buttons and they are completely programmable. It is an ambidextrous design, so you can go inside of here and program the functions of each button and reverse them if you like. It has a built-in memory of 512 kilobytes. That allows you to store 5 different profiles in here, so you can adjust the buttons, set up macros for each button depending on which game you want to play or for different people. It also is built with high precision Omron micro switches for 20 million clicks of life, so it's a nice high quality design, very rugged. In the software that you download from G.SKILL, you can program the colors of all the LEDs. Here's the G.SKILL name, you can change that. These 2 LEDs here you can change, so there's 4 of them. The ones on the side here, you can see 3 of them here and 3 on the other side. They're programmable. You have the ability to program those LEDs to come on in any one of millions of colors, and you can select a color palette to choose from. In the programming, you can adjust the polling rate up to 1000 Hertz. You can also press on this button here and adjust any one of 5 settings for DPI up to a 8200 DPI rate. It has a built-in 32-bit ARM processor inside of the mouse. You also have a scroll wheel here that's got notches, so they're like little small clicks as you roll it to give you an indication of how much you're moving the scroll wheel. As you look at this mouse, you're going to see the buttons. There's the left and right. There's the scroll wheel, which also you can push down as a switch. This is the DPI switch. These LEDs here are the DPI indicator LEDs. And on each side here, you'll see two different switches. Here you see front and back, and over here, front and back. Those are the 8 switches that you can program. And again, as I said, you can switch it to be left or right-handed. I'm going to add some slides in here, some photographs, and show you what the setup software looks like, and show you what the mouse looks like in use, how you can adjust the LEDs. So I hope this video helps you. Make sure you download the setup software from G.SKILL and also the enhanced user guide. It's about 27 pages long and it's useful. This is the G.SKILL download page where you can download the drivers and the user guide. Here are the 2 files that I downloaded, which is the user guide and the setup software. Very important that you get these. And here is the 27-page English user guide. It contains a lot of helpful information. And this is where you can record and set up your macros, even using text format. And this is where you can set up your lighting profiles and set up the cycle or breathing mode and set up your color palette. And here's where you can set up the function of each key and customize them, or set it for left-hand or right-hand operation. And here's where you can set up your polling rate, your DPI stages for different rates. You can set up the double-click speed, the Windows pointer speed, the mouse scroll speed, and the lift-off range. And this is where you can set the individual color for each LED and program it. Make sure when you're done that you save it. You can also set the different lighting effects. This is the standard light up mode. All the LEDs are red. Some of them look a bit orange, but they're not. They're actually all red. So they're nicely lit up. The side ones here and also over here. So right now they're cherry red. On the screen you can see the buttons located on the mouse and the colors. If I want to change the color of an LED, for example, if I want one to be orange, I can click on orange, click on the number, and that's changed. Click on yellow, make that one yellow. Click on blue, and make that one blue. And I've just changed those colors that quickly. The buttons here, this is red, orange, yellow, and blue. I know the color doesn't do justice on the camera. Here you can see the DPI settings, and stage 1 is white. If I press the DPI button on the mouse, that's red, green, blue, and yellow. Just to show you, if I press the button here, there's white, red, green, blue, and yellow. So it indicates the DPI setting with colors, so you can always be indicating what's going on. I do want to point out I've used this mouse here for several days, set up with a keyboard, and it's working extremely well. I like it. I like the size of it. I like the precise feeling it has, the high quality. This is a 5-star product. This review was done by JJ I'd like to tell you I received a sample for test and evaluation, and I didn't promise a review, but I promised if I gave one, it would be fair and honest.